We're headed out for a weekend of exploring through Montana's gravelly range. Okay, you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
But this time, we've got another truck with us to test out the new V2 Max Go Fast camper. After living on the road full-time in our GFC for the past 3 years, exploring some of the most remote back roads of North America, it's safe to say that we're pretty familiar with what these campers are capable of. One of the biggest things that keeps us in a GFC after countless nights and thousands of miles, it's simple. It's never held us back. Our rig strikes the balance between everything we need, nothing we don't, and prioritizes off-road capability while still offering a small but comfortable enough indoor living space. To be honest though, when we picked up our camper in 2022, it was pretty Spartan. And we've spent so much time dialing in our rig, coming up with creative custom solutions for things like our solar wiring, Starlink, organization, and much more. So when we heard that GFC was coming out with a new camper that would offer more room plus integrated solutions, we were very interested to check it out.
Hey, you ready to tell them what we've been up to out here?
All right, hey guys, so we have been out here for the last couple days testing out the new camper, and Graham from GFC was kind enough to let us borrow his truck, the Raptor, with the new camper on it so that we could actually do a side-by-side comparison with our truck as well. So yeah, we're excited to show you all the features that we really like about this new camper, so let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go check it out. This is the V2 Max. GFC's added a bunch of new features into these Max campers. I think the biggest game changer that they've done is they've now added 18 inches to the front of this camper. And what that allows for now is a 20-inch pass-through in the back of the camper. You can run that as either a constant 20-inch pass-through and, be able to see your dog downstairs or your kids if they're sleeping down there, or a heater, or just be able to hop in and out of bed more easily in the middle of the night without moving one of those transformer floors. Or you can run it with that transformer floor and have this massive bed in there. Yeah, you could have your dog upstairs and have so much more space than you did in the past, or probably have a kid up there. Another thing that they've done with this camper is they've put a 200-watt solar panel on this. One of the things that we really struggled with our camper, and probably the thing that we get asked the most, is how did we run our wires for our solar panel into the camper? And through all that, GFC's taken in some feedback for some folks, and they've come up with a pretty cool solution. And let's show you that. All right, so what GFC has done on this bulkhead is they've now put in a wire pass-through port. Basically, you're not gonna have to drill your own holes in this thing anymore, or do something like the shenanigans we had to do with running our wires down the bed and into the camper. This is so much more plug and play. They've also put in a Starlink port into this, so same deal, you can run a Starlink on the roof and have a port that comes right into the camper. On the inside, this thing is pigtailed out to where you could wire it to whatever kind of battery setup you're running. Super stoked about that. Kind of wish our camper had it when we purchased this thing a bunch of years ago, but they've taken community feedback and now these things have it. That takes us to a point where let's go inside and talk about something that they've done on the bulkhead of this as well. The front of the camper, GFC's changed quite a few things. The most obvious is now these things are going to ship with this MOLLE panel on it, which allows for some really cool options for mounting accessories. You can put your recovery stuff up here, mount your solar accessories into it, electrical stuff. It hides the wires that come in through the bulkhead where that is. And then the next big one that they've changed in here is that you can now get these campers with a sliding rear window, which I think opens up a lot of possibilities for folks. So another thing that GFC's adding to these campers now are handles. We have been running a handle on the back of our camper for years, and it's been one of the best things that we've put on our camper. They've got them in a handful of spots. There's one set back here on this back door, and then there's one on each side of the camper. Currently, this is a prototype. These are 3D printed, this one. When these campers are shipped, they will be shipping with the new like dark gray charcoal anodizing, which I think is going to really tie this camper together. I think it's going to look great with those. Yeah, I think it's just a awesome touch.
So something that we definitely slept on for way too long was not getting the headliner. The new Max actually comes standard with the headliner, and it's really nice because one, it definitely makes it a lot darker. Also, it keeps the tent a lot cooler. I was pretty surprised. Even while we were installing it, I was like, oh my gosh, like to the touch, significantly cooler. Also, really easy to add accessories to the ceiling because they just Velcro right on. Overall, it just makes it a lot tidier and nicer looking. The other thing that's really cool up here is that they added this little stash bag it comes standard actually now with the Max as well. Great for throwing stuff up there. And then something else that I didn't think I was gonna be that excited about, but this little bungee, they added some attachment points, and really the main intention for that was to help pull the fabric in when you're closing the tent. Maybe unintended benefit is that it's actually significantly better in the wind now. We were camped up a couple nights ago in a spot that was really windy, and so being able to actually see both tents side by side, one with the tensioning and one without, our current camper, pretty obvious how much better it was. One last thing up here is that because everything's so much longer, we actually now still have a little pocket at the front, at the kind of nose, so to speak, of the camper. And you can stash small items up there like, camp pillows or a down quilt or something like that. One other thing that I really love up here is with the pass-through, right? One of the issues that could possibly be is that you'd lose your pillow over the edge in the middle of the night. This fitted sheet actually comes standard with the Max, so you can shove your pillow underneath and it's not gonna fall over in the middle of the night. I also really like it because I can shove another jacket or something in there and kind of prop up my pillow and make it bigger. I can put my glasses case or, my phone or whatever, just like right here. Kind of nice to be able to have some extra little compartment right here. The Max now also comes with the prop rods for the awnings that you can kick out the little door panels upstairs, and it comes in a nice little stash bag. Love that.
Our first impressions after spending 3 nights in this thing, we're pretty stoked on it. Like definitely stoked on the constant pass-through. Stoked that allows one person to stay in bed and the other person to get up without bothering the other person. Super stoked on the Molly panel.
Yeah.
And there's like a bunch of other things that we didn't really go over in detail. Like this thing comes with lights, but that's been a thing for a little bit. Like you've been able to order lights for a little bit. There's a handful of accessories that have been on the previous campers that are on this, but I think the really big ones, the ones that are new, are that 18 inches longer, the pass-through, the bulkhead connection.
And honestly, all that comes standard in this new camper.
Yeah, on the Max.
On the Max, yeah. Because otherwise it's like, oh yeah, I want that add-on, that add-on. But just being able to be like, it all comes with it is pretty sweet. And just bottom line, having more space.
Yeah, I think if someone wants to build something like what we've done with our truck and they don't want to spend, are we 2 years into this? We're 3 years into ownership, 2 years into like kind of its form that it is now. This is a cool cheat code for that.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Sure. Get one and take it to South America. So I think we're going to wrap up this portion of this. We've still got some driving left to do so that we can get Graham his truck back tomorrow. We should probably clean it before we take it back to him.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Raptor is too much fun.
Overall, we highly recommend this camper. I think it's going to be a really awesome new addition to their lineup. Let us know if you have any questions. If you have any questions about what it's like to live full-time in a GFC. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.